Boosie got caught up in a physical altercation in his hometown Baton Rouge, and a lot of people are assuming that it has something to do with him using this deceased young man to promote his Boosie Bash.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. First at 10 o'clock, Baton Rouge rapper Boosie is under investigation by the State Attorney General's office. This latest motion filed today stems from allegations he used a picture of late Southern University student Caleb Wilson on advertisements for his concert. News 2's Joe Collins with details.
Sylvia, last year, flyers for Boosie Bash on Southern University's campus showed the face of Caleb Wilson, who died in a hazing ritual. In March 2025, Boosie, whose real name is Torrance Hatch Jr., came on WBRZ to promote Boosie Bash, where he discussed the scholarship fund.
And I know that you are launching a foundation of scholarship in his name. Is that right?
Yeah, we're going to try to do something positive because I'm grateful for his dad and all the people who made this work. But yeah, we're going to do something special for him because, you know, it's a life lost too short.
But Attorney General Liz Murrow claims the rapper lied about working with Southern and Wilson's father to create the memorial scholarship in Caleb's name. Following Boosie's WBRZ interview in March, Murrow told WBRZ that connecting Wilson to the event was a, quote, dramatic misrepresentation and misappropriation of Caleb's name and image to support a for-profit event without the consent of Caleb's parents.
No one ever asked them or even mentioned this event, and no one ever asked them if they could use his name and image to promote the event.
On Thursday, a motion was filed in the 19th JDC to compel Boosie to respond to investigators. It states that he may have violated Louisiana law by misleading customers. Murrow's office says the next step could be a civil action for penalties or fines. I had spoken with Hatch's manager earlier today, who was at first unaware of the motion. I asked the AG's office how long does Boosie have to respond to investigators. They say they do not want to say anything more about the investigation. So
the details about this situation is disgusting. I thought Boosie was better than that. Matter of fact, that was Trick Daddy that said he loved the kids. Boosie ain't never said nothing like that. Baton Rouge rapper Boosie Badazz is being investigated by the Louisiana Department of Justice for false advertising related to a memorial scholarship fund for a Southern University student who died in a hazing ritual. So they're trying to say that Boosie was trying to figure out a way to bring out the people. Hip hop ain't what it used to be. A lot of his fans are too old for the nonsense. The young people think he's a creep. The last time he threw a Boosie Bash, they was listening to R. Kelly while he was in the pool with his shirt off with some women. I don't know how old they was, but I remember Boosie talking about, I ain't never gonna stop playing R. Kelly music. And I'm pretty sure that's when a lot of people pulled the plug on letting their daughters, nieces, and nephews go to the Boosie Bash. God don't like ugly. He might have to get some work done like Charlemagne. In an interview with WBRZ on the day before the festival, Boosie confirmed that he was putting money towards a memorial scholarship fund for Wilson. We're going to try to do something positive. Y'all heard him say it in the video, because I'm grateful for his dad and all of the people who made this work. So he got this man's family involved. They probably thought they was going to come up on $20 million. They was better off doing business with Al Sharpton. Boosie promised them the world and didn't deliver. And that's why people are alleging that's why he got caught up in that physical altercation in his hometown Baton Rouge, because you don't do no stuff like that. You don't promise the world to people that's grieving, looking for a way out, looking for a come up. I'm pretty sure they was expecting for their son to go to college and do something big with himself and come back and take care of the whole family. The young man had potential. And I'm pretty sure the reason why they killed him in that hazing ritual is because they're jealous. He probably was taking their girls, taking their money, taking their scholarships, and they didn't want to see him live. And now that he dead, Boosie is taking money out of his family pocket. Boosie been surrounded by a whole lot of death. I'm talking about Pimp C, Mo 3, and also Lil Papa. Not Big Papa, but Lil Papa just passed away, and Boosie had something to say about that as well.
I won't give a TIP Thug and Peace to Lil Papa, man. Yeah, my little nigga right there, you know. Always supported me, looked up to me, my nigga. Always came to Boosie Badazz. Shot at little nigga too.
For the time being.
Some TIP Papa, nigga, Thug in Peace, nigga. Damn, Papa. Talented ass nigga, boy. TIP Papa, nigga. Duval legend, nigga. The Duval legend, nigga. Legend across the world. YNs, the niggas fuck with Papa. My daughter, them niggas fuck with Papa. TIP Papa, nigga. Love.
We'll always love Lil Papa. Rest in peace to Lil Papa. I wonder if Boosie planned on exploiting his death as well. They're talking about it all online about how he exploited this man's death. Somebody said that's sad as F. By the way, this flyer they was talking about, he made, so I don't get what the problem is. It's not nothing bad. His name, Boosie, name isn't even on the flyer. So Boosie put out this flyer, didn't put his name on it. He tricked people to come into his Boosie bash. It was old women there, church women, pearls flying all over the place. People bought their little reclining chairs out there thinking they was gonna listen to some Frankie Beverly and Maze. They get to the Boosie bash. It's a bunch of thugs out there asking them if they want to buy some weed. Allegedly, I don't know if this stuff is true, but Boosie got a bad reputation nowadays, especially when people in his hometown want to put hands and feet on him. The hate is out of control. He might just want to stay in the house until next Halloween. That way, when he do come outside, he can put on a costume and won't nobody even know it's Boosie. It's looking like the streets want him dead. Somebody said, I think it should be prayers for whoever the person is that got into an altercation with Boosie in Baton Rouge. So instead of people hoping that Boosie all right, they hoping that the dude that allegedly whooped Boosie is doing just fine, because Boosie deserved every last bit of that behind whooping. I ain't praying for that nigga. Do you know how many people he had killed in Baton Rouge? Oh no, Boosie, he need to leave the country. Go be with Russell Simmons, because they after him, man. They hounded him. The streets is watching, the streets is talking. They want him dead. Several men have been slaughtered due to this guy. He doesn't deserve a prayer. And the people who tap dance and praise him are just pathetic. Hey, I didn't say it, he said it. I've been saying it for years, and people ain't want to hear me when I said it, but prayers up for Boosie after he was involved in the altercation. They beat the peanut butter out of Boosie. He gonna be messed up bad. He already got 2 black eyes, so people wouldn't know if he got beat up or not. Please, everybody, get down in that comment section below and let me know what y'all think about what allegedly happened to Boosie. It's not like they zoomed the camera in on Boosie's face getting stomped, but by the looks of it, they was mad, and by reading these reports in the news, they had every reason to be mad at Boosie. There was people at this boy's funeral that was shocked and stunned that he died in a hazing ritual. They should call it a hating ritual, because even if you're hazing somebody, that don't mean you have to take their life. And they knew he was on the brink of death, and they kept on doing what they was doing. But even after he died, Boosie did some more killing just to get people to come to the Boosie bash. Hey, let Uncle Murder do the 2027 wrap up without a Boosie bash. Let people live their lives Boosie free for 2026. He need to go somewhere and hide. He's already old. There's nothing else he can contribute to the game that's positive. So people are looking to take him out. Not tomorrow, but I'm talking about tonight. Boosie probably won't even make it past the summer if he don't get somewhere or do something to make this situation better. Money can solve anything in the ghetto. He gonna have to put his money where his mouth is and get on people the bread that he probably promised them for throwing the Boosie bash. He said he was working with the people's parents. He had to be talking about spending some paper with his family, but if not, then I don't know what everybody's mad about. But either way, he's wrong. Wrong enough to have them dudes in Baton Rouge stomp him out. He better stay in Atlanta. Move to Florida, get low, move to the West Coast. But after people hear about what happened, it's gonna be a lot of people trying to get a couple of licks in, because Boosie a dirty man. He did a lot of dirt and a lot of people don't like him. And I think that's why a lot of people in the ghetto dynamic love Boosie, because the more rotten, the better. The more grimy, the better. The more greasy, the more musty, the more funky, the better. Y'all see people eating out them corner stores in the hood. You go up in that store, it smell like onions and feet, and they still gonna order a chopped cheese. Boosie is like the nasty bodega in the hood. People still gonna mess with it because it got all that ratchetness that they learned to love by living with them roaches and rats. Am I right or am I wrong?